First period, 8-0 Wallace taking on Simon here. In Simon. Simon's in the white, Wallace blue on blue. Wallace unbeaten. And this is game number 3, I believe. Inbound. One's going to take a deep 3 and got close. And Marcus with a board. Probably has a few and probably will get a few more. Diego brings the ball down. He's done a lot of those duties this year. Pass across court. Diego intercepts that. One who's done the handling for Simon has it again. Overhead pass. Deep 3 ball, bank style, got close. Nothing happening there. And Wallace back on the charge. It's been cold in the scoring category since I've been here. A late arrival. Juju back up with it. Can't get it to drop. Marcus, tallest man on the court, with it again. And then a deep ball by Julian. Nothing but the glass. Max over the top. And deep 3 by Diego. Baseline, rattled in and out. Won't go. And about the 4th offensive rebound. Now off the toe. Stays with Wallace. Diego drives in, jump stop, puts it up and in. And all those shots finally pay off. We're at 10. So back from the timeout. 2:48 in the first. Simon basketball. And Diego there to intercept that pass in the paint. It's a jump ball. Tied up and it's going to go the Rangers' way. Number 11 there for Simon is Wk3. And he was hankering to try to throw that ball in, but they caught him. And Max will do it instead. Slaps the ball, splits the guys in a little quick put in, but Diego can't get it to drop. Clenches the fists in frustration. And now Wk3 will get his chance to inbound. One's who they like to get it to. Ball's loose. And 54 safely gets it. Bounce pass. A swell pass there. And now almost tied up is the Wolverines. And Julian's getting called for an over-the-back hack. Wk3 at the point, works to his right. Batted away by Juju, saved by 1. And crossover, 1. Over the top to the wing. Looking for help. Finds it on the baseline. 1 pink shoe, 1 blue shoe. Moves to his left hand, 30. Being guarded by 22. And a 3-second violation. The call against Simon. Max gives it to Diego. Over the top, looking for 22 there. Jump stop and then strut. 30 had it and swiped him as he came by. And he'll take his time. Walking the ball down. Juju picks him up at the wing. Looks to his right. Tries to back him up. Easy bounce pass. 1. High shot. Too far. Diego saves it. Julian on the receding end of that. Back to 1. 1 will pick him up prior to midcourt, all the way to the right side, and too many steps, it's a travel. He took about 4, it looked like. Simon trying to catch Wallace off guard, and then a carry by 54, knows he did it. 3 ball for Diego, had a nice backspin rotation, 10 there to rebound it, and a jump ball. Wk3 tied him up, and this time it'll go Simon's way. Fresh feet on the floor for Simon, and that ball's off of Wallace's foot. The press is on here for the Rangers early in the ball game. And stripped. And Diego, left side, right-handed layup, counts. We're at 12. Max thinking that they somehow deserve the ball after that shot, trying to inbound it. And Diego has another steal. And the press is working. This time into the paint. 11 to Max, out to Juju. Won't go. Diego jumps early for the rebound. 1 going the other direction now. Julian's got to try to pick him up. Help comes in the form of 23, and he's sprinting the other direction now. Uncontested, finger roll, won't drop. Kicked out, Diego has it now, and he can settle things down if he wants to. Pass, kick out, 3 ball. Sideways spin, never got there. And Simon safely secures it for a moment, and Diego ties him up. A jump ball, and he'll go Wallace's way. Max to Diego. Under 24 to go in the first. Baseline jumper. Max gets it to fall. And 14 unanswered. Simon still looking for its first point of the night. They've got 12 seconds here, and it's stolen. Diego has 3 steals here. A put-up, won't go. High rebound. Ja'Kari comes down with it, secures it. He's got 5 seconds, gonna have to make fast work of it. Not sure if he's aware he is. He shoots it up, misses to the left. Good effort. And 14-point advantage for the men in blue. So period number 2, and Ja'Kari wasn't watching, and Callum has a quick steal. To the basket he goes, up and then packed and blocked, I think, by Ja'Kari, an old football teammate. One may have had him actually, but a heads-up play by both sides. So a foul called. Callum at the line. A couple bounces on the paint. First free throw of the season for him. Banks, a little strong, wouldn't quite fall. He'll get a second one coming. Shot number 2. Takes aim, on its way, misses a little deep. Diego bails him out, kicks out to Ollie, a 3-ball. Too deep for Ollie as well. Julian will save it, find Callum on the wing. Callum back to the top. Diego in his classic red shoes, crossovers. Ja'Kari strips him, and Diego dives on the court for the ball. And a timeout by Coach G is gonna save the day for the Rangers, and they'll keep possession. A blue ball, referee just sets it on the ground, starts counting the 5 seconds. And so 22 will find Diego for the deep ball, too strong. Callum back up with it, banks it, wouldn't fall, slaps at it, and save there. Callum finds it again, goes up and gets fouled, and he'll go back to the line and get 2. So 2 shots for Wallace. Hadn't had much success at the line tonight. Callum finds the back of the rim, 0 for 3 so far, and Simon will sub. Coach G telling the shooter to relax and finish high. Pristine follow through, and this one, thought about it, wouldn't drop, and it's gonna go Simon's way. Inbound from Ja'Kari. Diego finds it again, and they're trying to tie him up, couldn't get the call, and now a 3-second violation gonna be called against Wallace. .22 inbounds. Diego finds Callum, gonna try to take a 3 on the baseline, misses. Little long, little strong. And here comes 35, this into the court. It's been dry for a while, so Simon finding a chance here, and that ball's blocked, I think, by Julian. Diego's got a board, Nets going the other way. Still at 14-0. 5:55 in the first half. Kicked out to Callum, nobody there to guard him, so he takes it, and he's deep again. 35 with a defensive rebound, finds 15. Down the right side of the court we go, one open. He'll take a 3, and they're just trading 3s like heavyweights taking body shots. 40 finds it, baseline jumper, and it won't go. Kicked out Julian, volleyball style, one again. Banks it in, and the first points of the night on the board for Simon. Inbound goes to 1. They're pressing now. Eyes up to find a teammate. He'll kick it back to Diego, and he knew that if he caught that ball, it would be a backcourt violation. Coach G's explaining things to the team. Fresh feet for Wallace on the court now. 1 through the legs, being guarded by Oliver. 15 inside the 3-arc shot, bags it, and they've got 5. Poe in the game, and Kale eyeing his target, finds 12. 12 picks up his dribble, unadvised. And 10's got it now. Ja'Kari trying to guard him. Overhand to Callum. Callum to Julian. Inside the paint he goes. 12 back in. Misses. Julian, offensive board, up with it. Wouldn't go either. No foul called. It'll be a Simon basketball. So 14-5. And the last 5 points belong to Simon. A 3-ball there, high, found the front of the rim, then 35, and then fouled. And the shooting violation, so it's gonna be 2 for him, and Julian's got a personal. 2 shots awarded to 35, and hits the back right edge of the rim, bounces out, and Marcus is gonna find the floor again. Shot number 2 for 35, and this is deep. And Ja'Kari using that speed, you ought to see him play football. Sprints to the ball, gets the rebound, and his offense is set up again. 40 at the top, being guarded by Oliver. 1, 3-ball, high, back of the rim, no good. 40, Ja'Kari actually bumped him. Callum's got a fast break. 15 trying to stop him, blocks him and fouls him. And for the 3rd time tonight, all in the second quarter, Callum finds himself at the line. So 0 for 4 at the line for number 2. Gonna see if he can change that now. Can't on that one. Getting close. Ball's thinking about dropping. Perhaps some of the nerves being a little bit too strong in the shot. And this one is good for Callum. He's got a point, and the Rangers have 15. So no press now for the defense of Wallace. Through the legs, one. He's got about, I'd say, 10 3-point attempts. I'm not sure if he's found any yet. Max and Juju check back into the game, and Max will fire this one to Oliver, and it goes out of bounds. 40, got to give it to the ref first before he can inbound the ball. He's going to try to get it to one, I bet, in the corner. Nope. Jakari at the top. Couple dribbles, back to 40. Trying to get in through the lane, and then stutters the feet, and he'll get called for the travel. Wallace ball with 3:54. Little teardrop pass, looking for Marcus, but found nothing but defenders. Going the other way, now 40. Juju hits the deck, quickly gets up. If there's anybody that can get up fast, it's him. And a dribbling violation there. A 10-point spread in this low-scoring affair. Marcus finds it this time, up and uses the glass. Rolls one, and it would not drop. Was going to be an and one. He'll get the 2 shots, but it could have been a 3-point play, or excuse me, 4-point play potentially. 3-point play, excuse me. I'm trying to do math in public here. Marcus, a good foot off the line. Now scoots up a hair, puts this one up, and shoots a bit long. Shot number 2 is going to be short, and sub opportunity coming. 54 to Jakari. Jakari keeping it alive, but Diego's hands, he's got his 5th steal, and then finds Marcus for an easy put up, but he couldn't get it there. Juju bails him out, kicks it out, going to try a 3-ball. Here we go. 11 catches it on the far side. And then the 3-second violation, which has plagued Wallace a couple times tonight, gets him again. Jakari was just about to inbound, and Coach G pauses things with a Wallace timeout. Back in action from the Wallace timeout. Jakari, Max intercepts, and a nice little shot to Marcus, who grabs the backboard as he puts the shot up. How about that? What eyes and assists from Max. Going the other direction now, and this ball's off of Juju's foot, I believe. No, one's foot. And it's a Wallace basketball. So here comes Diego and company to the right side. In, pulls up, too strong. 35 for Simon. High dribbles, he's coming down the court. Marcus was behind him. One tried to save it, and it's going to be Wallace. Juju being tracked by a couple of Wolverines and fires one to Marcus, and it was too hot to handle, and maybe even a little bit behind him. He didn't have room to put it in front of him because there was defenders there. Clock moves with 2:44. Marcus, hands up. Loose ball. Diego on the receiving end of it, couldn't find it. And then a travel called, I guess by Diego, who really never had possession of the ball. Not sure how that was the call. Gets up, kind of grabbing his wrist, but I guess he's okay. It was a travel on Simon, and that makes more sense. And a quick basket on the Wallace end. This defensive press has been paying off. Didn't there, but does on the other end of the court. Going the other direction now, 22, trying to keep control of the dribble. Max thought about it, is going to take it. Wasn't set up or square, and then stripped from the backside. Juju's got it, and he dribbles out. Diego going to be called for the travel. Scooted that foot. Inbound from Simon will come from right in front of their bench. 19-5, Wallace, the score. Jakari splitting the defense, loses his footing, and getting called for the travel. Diego into the paint, behind the back pass, my word! How about that assist? And that one counts, 21-5, Marcus has got the shot. High pass, one, Max turns him around, across the court he goes, Juju puts a paw out, 40 finds help on the wing from 22, and he'll take a 3-ball, high shot, bounces off the glass. Juju gonna try to find help, and a reach-in violation called on Jakari. So Wallace qualifies for shots, Juju the shooter, and too strong the result. Shot number 2 on frame, but too deep. Marcus with a board, couldn't get it to go. Max kicks it out. Diego, deep 3 from the left side. Bags it, nothing but net, and we're at 24. Just over a minute in the half. And tipped away by Diego. Number 12 for Wallace. Back in the game. 22 at the point. Picks up the dribble, finds 40. From the corner, puts it in, shy. Diego has the rebound. Short pass, 12 secures it, and a backcourt violation. So one's got 51 seconds to work with. Through the legs, to the right, deep 3-ball opportunity, too deep. And Max has the board, just out-strengthened him. 12's got it now, going the other direction. Finds Diego, wants to give it to him to bring it down. Diego with some pace, finds Callum in the corner. Callum puts it up, nearly found the basket. Saved, foot on the line, it'll be Simon's. So 22, wanted to go to 1. 35 was the open player. Diego nearly said something about it. One determined to make that 3 and just can't quite find it. Callum inbounds. Max receives. Eyes up, over the top. Diego has an open man. 12, one bounce, 2 bounces, and they're going to get him for double dribble. Put 2 hands on that first bounce and had to make a decision with it besides dribbling and just couldn't. High pass, just over Max's fingertips. 1, stripped by Max. Caught him sleeping. Diego, here he comes racing back. He's got Marcus underneath. A good opportunity for an alley-oop. Wants the behind-the-back pass. Callum too strong on the baseline. Ball goes up, won't find anything. We'll take a break, 24-5. Be back after this. So 24-5 here as we start the second half. Braden, Diego, Marcus, Callum, and Kale. The 5 for Wallace to start the half. Ball will go Simon's way. Jakari will find 1 to inbound it, and we're underway. 7-minute periods. Underhand pass, hot. Jakari, and he picks up the dribble, finds 30, works to his right. Kale in contestation. Box into the corner, needing some help. And a turnover will go to Wallace. Kale finds Diego. Diego got an open Braden down the court. 1 dribble, too hot off the glass, and the ball is loose. Diego has another rebound, sets up, takes his 3, and nets it. How about 1? Errant pass out of bounds. Sub for Simon, and Poe will likely find Diego in the backcourt. Diego to Braden, baseline, up he goes, teardrop, and sure as rain, he finds it. The press is on. Marcus and Callum giving the business there. Kale races in and is going to get called for reaching in. 1 behind the back, works to his left side, parks up, shoots it, rolls it across the front. Jakari's got a rebound. Marcus is trying to grab it from him. Long arms, and he reaches in and grabs skin. So Braden will come put his hands in Jakari's face. And Wk3 will bounce pass it to the corner. Diego will pick up 1. They've guarded each other quite a bit tonight. Baseline jump shot for Wk3, too strong. And a Wallace ball and a push, I think, the foul. 29-5, advantage Wallace. Kale looking to go across court. Now he hits Diego on the run, and the pass was shy, and Wk3 just strips it and keeps it alive, nearly loses it there, puts it up on the glass, never reset from the strip, and they're tied up. So Kale find Callum. Callum dribbles past the right, gonna go all the way up, and then decides to give it to the height. Marcus wouldn't find it. Callum swipes. 30 gets it. And Callum's gonna try to go find his man now. Kale picks up 30 at midcourt. And high dribble, and Kale got called. No, it's a travel. I thought maybe they got 10 for the reach in. It'll be Wallace going the other way. 5 minutes in the third. And Diego, the receiver. Braden goes up, hits the deck, 2 shots. Fouled in form. So Braden to shoot. And found the front of the rim. Shots off to the right. Diego there to save it. Back into the paint he goes. Finds Kale on the baseline. Bank shot. Count it. One takes his time. Moving back down court. Pulls up and tries that three ball again. Nothing there. Kale tackled. And 30 called for the violation. So sub opportunity for Simon. And the pass, errant. And Coach G was telling Callum to scoot up to the yellow line. Braden trying to be there but couldn't get there in time. So we'll stay on this end of the court. Simon basketball, 22. Guarded by Callum. Bounce pass. One, three ball. Finally found it. Had about 12 attempts, and this one counts. But maybe it just counts as two. 2 points just went up. Callum loses that one. Back the other way they go. And 4 points belong to number one back to back. So Wallace has abandoned the press. Up by 22. One blocked by Diego. Kale there to interrupt things, and will maintain possession for Wallace. Patrick, Oliver, Max on the floor now. They'll join Kale and Marcus. Hot pass, Oliver. One took a swipe, and then another swipe, and he gets called for the foul. Kale wants to go cross country. Looked like he had Oliver, but didn't want it. 35 moving to the right side, and won't find anything there, but Marcus's hands. Marcus working the other way down. The ball rolls away. Jakari finds it, and then Max is going to try to interfere things there. One left side. Not enough on the touch shot. Patrick has the board. Off to Max, and Simon does have the press on. Marcus on the baseline. Take aim. Too strong. 52. Unimpeded, and now Jakari and Marcus called for the reach-in. Jakari inbounds to one. I think he was concerned about a backcourt, but one was telling him, you can pass it to me back here. Oliver's got the steal. And still moving down court. He's got Patrick if he wants him. He's going to try to take it all the way in. 15. Push on the back in the shooting form, and so Oliver to the line. Oliver wearing the shooting sleeve. First time at the line tonight. And he's got it. Oliver's got the big fan club here tonight. See his head in the stands there on the poster board. Misses the second shot, 34-9. And Julian and Patrick make their entrance now as Wallace takes the opportunity to sub. One, who did finally find that three ball. Excuse me, no, it only counted as two. It was long. I thought maybe he'd take it again there. 35 has it on the baseline. Julian wraps him up. Jump ball. Jump ball goes Simon's way. And one in the corner. Found the back edge. Rebound. Good. 15's. Broken the single-digit mark for Simon tonight, and they've got 11. So three fresh athletes for Simon. Julian off the back of the rim. Offensive board, high pass. Julian finds it and then rifles one to Kale. Baseline shot, too much. Diego there, backs up for the three ball, wants it, takes it, locks it in, and he's got another three. And before the fourth period, Wallace has reached the 40 mark. Looking strong. To the left side goes one. Into the paint now. Kicks it out. 40. Toes inside the line, so long two ball. Not there. Good offensive board, and the shot won't count. 40-14. We've got one more to play. So period number 4, Callum inbounds. 15. Swats at it. Diego trying to save it, but I guess does. I thought maybe he'd stepped out. Juju picks it up, fires it to Kale, who can't find it. And finally, it's safely in the arms of Simon, who will start the long haul back the other way. But the press is on, and Diego ties him up, but not called jump ball. 30 now with a little pace. Works to his right side. Kale checks him a little bit. Down the baseline he goes. Staying with it. Laissez-faire finds a player, and Callum winds up with it. Two going the other way, taking it all the direction. Finger roll, he's got it! Callum's got the nice little touch lay-in, and the Rangers have 42. 54. The height for this Simon team. Picked up by Diego. 40 tries to set a screen. One, pump fakes. Callum picking him up. Works to the left. Fires a bounce pass. 30 thought about it. Kale in his face. He's got trouble. Callum nearly took it away from him. 40 got hit in the face almost. Saves it. And Juju with the near steal. And that's off the foot, and that's going to be a blue ball. Poe on a running Juju. Nobody in his way. Put up, put in. So the fast breaks here paying off for the Rangers. Simon working the other direction now. Diego, the defender on the far side of the court. 54 takes eye and found Diego's hand. Max now hits the gas with the ball. Fires underneath. Kale underneath the basket. He was too far for the right angle. Juju has it now. Got to fire it outside. And a travel called on Diego. 5:14 in the ball game. One zigzags his way down. Screen set. Pulls up. Fires a three. Short. Partner, number 40 there to rebound it. And keeps the dribble, and they're going to call him for a carry. He caught that ball in his hip. It paused and checked up on his body for a minute. And when the ball came back down, it was a illegal dribble. So Simon takes the chance to sub. Poe fires to Diego on the run, underneath, easy basket. Simon defense just not keeping a man between the Wallace offender and the basket, and it's causing them pain. 15, trying to hit 30 on the run, but he couldn't find it. So Kale finds Callum over the top. Callum, big pass and too tall, looking for Diego on the run. 46-14, bounce pass. 22, who carries, but they don't call it, that's okay. Works to his right side, behind the back, keeps it alive, finds 15, and Max just takes it. Says, I'll take that left side, finger roll, too strong. Juju couldn't get it there, and 15 bails it, but Max finds it again, and this time he gets it, making good on his steal from earlier. Wallace flirting with 50. 35. A brisk dribble down court, down the baseline he goes, nobody there, finds the edge of the backboard. Fouled as he goes up. They're going to call it on Diego, and he'll go to the line. 35 will shoot 2. Looking to add to that 14-point total, and finds the high side of the backboard. Oliver and Braden check in as 35 takes aim, trying to find good on this second free throw shot. 3:49 to play in the game. This one is closer, still no cigar. Oliver's going to wind up with the board. Give it to Diego, who works his way. Right side, now back to the middle, finds Braden, who's going to take it, catch and shoot, back of the rim. 35's got another rebound, and Juju strips him. And then Juju off his leg. Finds help in the form of Ollie. Ollie will take the shot from the baseline. Nobody there. Juju races to get the board. Back in he goes. Bounce pass to Callum. Callum goes up with it and drops it in. 50 points now for the Rangers. And I think every game this year they've got that mark reached. The half-century mark. One, hard to the basket, up. And a good-looking shot. Boy, he had to go over the top of Juju to make that, and he did. Inbound goes to Diego. Races past his defender, tries to split the defense. No look past Juju right side, too short. Callum with the putback, and it's too strong. And then with a steal, and it'll stay with Simon. Marcus, Julian, and Patrick find the wood floor as Ja'Kari brings the ball down. 35 over to 1, takes a high 3-ball shot, back of the rim, 15 board, kicks it out, 22. And he takes aim, puts one up, hot part of the glass, and Marcus says, hello, I'm back in the game. Little head shake there. Comes down, Euro step, and a 1! How about that from 24, making good on the shot and foul. Julian directing traffic there, telling Patrick to come take Braden's place for the potential rebound after this potential make here. See if the three-point play is good, and it won't be here. And a lane violation called, I think, stepping in too fast. I'm not sure if 35 fouled out. He came over and gave Coach G, the Wallace coach, a handshake. Marcus to shoot. And a lane violation by Julian, I guess. A little conversation here from the refs. And I'm all kinds of confused here. He made the shot, so I thought it should have just been an and 1, and then maybe it was a lane violation, got to reshoot. Not sure if that was what was going on or not. Nevertheless, 1, pump fake, fires. It's going to be off the mark to the right side, and Marcus will let that one drop out of bounds for a Wallace ball. Braden, guarded by Ja'Kari, finds Oliver. Spin move, nice by 30. Fires to Marcus, he's open, all the way in. Give him a year or two, and that'll be a dunk. 24's got another bucket. 1 benevolently gives the ball to 15, who gives it back to him, who takes the 3-ball shot off the front. Oliver there to rebounds, got Patrick. Patrick all the way in. No, he's gonna scoot his steps, knows he did it, winces his face. Wanted that 3 opportunity. Basketball really is a game of grace. It's easy to let your adrenaline take over and you play a little faster than what's necessary. 22, bounce pass back out, 15. I think Braden got a hand on that ball because that ball didn't have any turn on it at all. A minute and a half to go, 54-16. Ja'Kari strips it, and his foot was on the line, and so it's going to stay with Wallace, but good hustle play by 11. Braden, bounce pass to Marcus. High pass, Ja'Kari strips him, and then through the legs, but 15 wasn't home. It was a good idea. Looks at his dad, who points at his head and says, hey, make smart plays, but a nice engineered idea just didn't work out. Braden, bounce pass to Oliver. Oliver, no problems, get past the defense, crossover into the paint, almost lost the ball, puts it up, and 30's got multiple points tonight. Love to see the stat sheet on him. 22, long shot, almost went in, looked like he wanted to pass it, and at the last second decided otherwise. And then a grab, I think 52 called for the foul against Marcus. Under a minute we go. Braden bounce pass to Marcus, 59 seconds. 24 works down the court. Overhand pass, Julian underneath, too far underneath. Kick back out to Patrick. Now he'll get a chance to take that 3-ball. Marcus just reaches up and takes it. Couldn't put it in. Falling backwards is Julian. They're going to get him for the travel. 22 will inbound. All 5 players down here for Simon. It's a 40-point ball game with 38 seconds to go. 1, gonna see if he can't amend that difference a little bit with a long 3-ball off the mark. Julian has it. Give it to Braden, they'll press. Patrick over his head, too hot. Simon ball. This one all but over as 15 works to the wing. 1, finds the front of the rim. Patrick collides with 15. Looking for help, finds it in Marcus. 10 seconds to go. Hot pass, Julian. Shoots it right away. Could have held on to it. Ja'Kari's got an open man. If he'd look up. And then a jump shot tip, as all one could do. Played a heck of a game. But this one belongs to the Wallace Rangers, 56-16. They improved to 3-0 on the season. Perfect. I think they've got a bye, and then they've got Dahlstrom before the Christmas break. It'll be a good one. Hope to see you then.